G'day guys, how's it going? It's Cody from CycleTravelOverload.com coming to you guys with a video. Today I'm rolling through the Bunyip State Forest here, but today we're going to have a chat about the best gravel bikes under $1,500. I did a video previously about the best gravel bikes under $1,000, so the bikes in this video will be between $1,000 and $1,500 US, that is. So without further ado, let's find somewhere to sit the bike down and I'll have a chat to you guys about some of the bikes. So just quick guys, if you want to take a look at the full blog post that I did over at CycleTravelOverload.com, check it out, it'll be linked down below. I'll try and get through all 8 bikes, I probably will. There's only 8 bikes in this list. So they're kind of like the mid-range budget gravel bikes. You can pick up some decent gravel bikes for under $1,000, but this budget range of about $1,500 is where you're going to get some of the value gravel bikes that are not really crappy, that they're going to go, you know, cheap on parts. But also in that range where you can get some decent quality for a really good price. Okay, so the first bike we've got is the Diamondback Hand Joe 3. This gravel grinder just missed out on the spot in the best gravel bikes under $1,000, but I guess it could have really made it because it's a $1,000 bike. So it's designed to handle any kind of road, paved or not, which is essentially the essence of a gravel grinder anyway. But the way they describe it is a road bike that can handle so much more than just road riding. So one of the things that caught my eye with this bike is the curve on the top tube. For a cheap price bike, it comes with sophistication, I guess you could say, in the detail of the design, in the frame, and also the paintwork as well. The bike is built around a relaxed road frame geometry that gives you the option to fit wider tires, so you can fit up to 700C 45mm tires, which is a pretty decent size. You get something like a WTB Riddler tire, a 45mm in there, and that's a pretty good tire. I was using that on my Surly long haul trucker that I converted to a gravel grinder. And that tire was a fairly good tire for gravel grinding. Or you could also fit the 650 2.1 inches wide tires as well. So the bike, it actually comes stock with the WTB Riddler comps, which are 37C tires. So this bike is suited best for mid-level riders. The components are on the low end on the bike, but they still perform rather well. It's actually raining right now, guys, but we're gonna see if we can get through it with the rain. So the bike comes with 3 mounting points for bottle cages, and you get eyelets on either side of the fork, plus braze-ons for rear racks as well. So if you wanted to, you could use this for some fun bike packing or off-road touring adventures. So the next bike we've got is the 2020 Giant Tough Road SLR GX1. So the Tough Road is a great all-round adventure bike, coming in a variety of options with a flat bar or a drop bar option. It also comes stock, if you want to, with a front and rear rack pannier setup, but the SLR GX1 makes a great gravel bike too. To be honest, when I got started in cycling, I wish a bike like this was around at the time. At the time when I purchased my first ever bike, it was actually a road bike when I was into road cycling. But for something like this Giant, it is so much more value for money. With the wide range of use this bike can undertake, not just a gravel bike, it can be so much more. So this Giant is made from a frame set constructed with alloy. It's essentially the lightest grade aluminium. With the 2020 option, you get high volume 50C Giant tubeless tires, which is probably not the best for just general gravel and road use. Although I have 50Cs on this Kona Sutra, which is the Ventures, the WTB Ventures, and they ride pretty well on gravel. So, you know, to be honest, you probably would do just fine with the 50Cs, but if you're probably wanting to ride more road than gravel, then you might want to get skinnier tires. It's really up to you. All right guys, we're getting rained out so bad here, but the bike also features a neat design called the Defender Frame Protection, which acts as a guard for the frame and rider from dirt and rocks while providing smooth cable routing for adventure riding. The overall cable routing of the bike is hidden and looks very clean. And it also features a defused seat post, which is designed to dampen vibrations, and it comes in at $1,270, and we're gonna get rained out so bad, I'm gonna have to cut the video here and hopefully finish it off very, very soon. Okay guys, the rain stopped, so let's get back into it. Just went for a bit of a ride and then the rain subsided, so let's get back to it. All right, so the next bike on the list is the 2019 Trek Checkpoint Al4. So I would have loved to have gotten the new 2020 Al4 into this list, but it's just $100 out of the list budget. So you can pick up the 2019 model from just under $1,500, so it's about $1,479.99 at Trek. So Trek call this the ideal entry point to the world of gravel riding. The reason why this is one of the better gravel bikes is the quality of construction and components, featuring a 200 Alpha series aluminium frame that is designed with sophisticated tubing shapes for weight and maximum strength, paired with a lightweight fork with carbon fiber legs, which helps soak up rough road vibrations. The bike features a Shimano Tiagra 50 by 34 compact crank. The higher you go up in price from 1,000, the more the gravel bikes look sleek and clean with internal cable routing. So like with this Trek, it has a control freak cable management system, which allows any combination of shift, brake, lockout, and dropper post lines to pass through the frame for a custom looking setup. So hiding away, it has some fender mounts that you will not even notice if you don't use fenders. But if you want some ideas on some of the best fenders and mudguards for gravel bikes, there is a write-up that I'll also have linked down below that you can check out. The bike is also Duo Trapped S compatible, which seamlessly integrates a Bluetooth or ANT Plus sensor into the frame, with no effect on aerodynamics at all. So this gives you the option to measure speed, distance, and cadence. With the frame, you do get okay tire clearance, but the bike only comes with 700C32 Bontrager R1 hard case light tires. Depending on the type of riding you intend to do with this bike, if you are looking for a bike with 45 or more, you might need to look elsewhere. The 32s might not be adequate, but still fine for light gravel riding. All right guys, so the next bike is the 2020 Cannondale Topstone Soarer bike. This Cannondale gravel bike is one of my favorite in the list for its aesthetics. It just looks so bloody good. That mantis dark green just makes you want to get one and go exploring the deep corners of the forest. It is a bike that is born to roll and roam. So Cannondale, in their own words, say pure gravel goodness. With its high volume tires, confident rider position, and sporty handling, Topstone is ready to smash out big miles on the back roads, explore routes less traveled, or smooth out the chop on your morning commute. So if you have a budget for a more expensive bike from say $1,750, you can pick up a women's and men's option with the Shimano 105 group set. Otherwise, this Soarer option comes in at around $1,250. With this bike, you get the ability to add up to 42mm tires for comfort, grip, and adventurous capabilities. The bike does come with WTB Riddler comps, which are 32C tires. Also, the Topstone shares similar stack and reach measurements with the Cannondale Synapsis endurance bikes, which offers a more confident riding position, a full carbon fork with tapered steerers, and 12mm through axles for a light, comfortable, and precise steering front end. You also get room to store 3 water bottle cages plus mounts for top tube storage as well. So the next bike in the list is the Genesis Fujio 20. This bike looks really nice. I'm kind of a freaking fan of the 1x11s or the 1x gravel bike setups, which is kind of why I got the Kona Sutra here. But this bike also features that, and it just looks really, really nice. It just looks like a bike that you just want to jump on and just explore stuff like this, you know? So it actually has a retail price of just shy of 2,000 bucks. But at the time I wrote the blog article and I'm sort of filming this video, I'm not sure at the moment I'm filming this video, but when I wrote the article, which was a while back, actually, there was a sale for 30% off this bike at Evans Cycles. So that put it under around 1,400 bucks, so it was about 1,410. You might get lucky and find some other deals. So if you can get this bike for a really good deal, it would make for a great value gravel grinder. This bike is probably #1 for me as far as looks go, maybe just ahead of the Topstone. The spec level on this bike is up in that $2,000 category. So if you can get it for under 1,500 bucks, it's a really great deal. It is a steel frame bike with aluminium fork. So one of the 3 steel gravel bike options in this list. The next 2 are also steel options that I'll mention very soon, but this bike is perfect if you don't mind that little extra weight for a bit more strength and durability. It is the only bike in the list with a SRAM setup. I kind of love me SRAM setups, making it the best spec'd out bike in this list. So also guys, I forgot to mention, if you want a comparison guide of all these bikes to compare all the specs and all the details of all 8 of these bikes together, I have a downloadable free comparison guide that you guys can check out. I'll try and link that down below as well if you want to have a read of that. But with that comparison guide, you can see with the gear range chart that it is rather limited in comparison to other bikes in this list, especially with descending speeds due to the 1x11 speed. So if that doesn't really matter to you, like going fast down hills compared to these other bikes, then you know it's still a good bike. It also comes with a 12mm through axle front and rear, full internal Di2 and dynamo routing, 3 water bottle cage eyelets, and it also comes with 50C tires as well. So once again guys, it's a great quality bike, but unfortunately it does lack a little in performance, making it only really good for gravel. It is a good option if you are looking for a mountain bike that had drop bars, if you know what I mean. All right, so the next bike is a 2019 Massey CX-GR Expert. So this Massey is a high quality gravel grinder made from a TIG welded double butted Columbus chrome moly frame and a carbon fork for that little extra suppleness. Massey should get some style points for the green paint on this bike and also the yellow handle grips. Users of the bike have reported that the ride is very fast and smooth. The carbon fork is also stiff and light. The bike comes with Shimano Tigra R4 700 drivetrain, which helps shifting more smoothly and reliably. You get the option to mount fenders and racks for touring. The CX-GR comes with tubeless ready wheels for a smoother ride and better traction. So you get the Cannondale 700C 40mm tires. Once again, with some of these bikes, depending on the availability, you can pick these up. And when I wrote this blog post, it was 25% off at Jensen USA for $1,222.49. All right guys, we're almost there. We've got 2 more bikes to go. Okay, so the next bike is the Massey Amando 27.5 bike. This is the 2019 model. So out of all the bikes in this list, the Massey Amando is the best on paper when it comes to climbing. Although it is heavier as a all-steel bike, it offers a useful 3x10 speed setup, making it a monster for climbing. A highly versatile bike with a more traditional touring bike design with simple cable routing and down tube shifters. The cool thing about this bike is the frame colors and designs. It is interesting how they have this sort of snowflake pattern on the paintwork. It adds to a really cool looking effect. This bike really does cater to the hardcore adventurer who has really broad ambitions. So this bike features the WTB mountain drop bars, a riser stem, and the superior grip of the WTB Nano 27.5 by 2.1 inch tires. The stem also offers a 30 degrees rise, putting you in the perfect position to ride in drop bars. You get the option to get a tire clearance of up to 29ers by 2 inches. And last time I checked, this bike was just over $1,000. So that's some value right there. So the last bike that I've got to share with you guys is the 2020 Giant Revolt 2. So this bike comes once again with the D-Fuse seat post and the Contact XR D-Fuse handlebar to further absorb the road shocks and vibrations. The frame is integrated for disc brakes and it has clearance for up to 45C tires. And also this bike is $1,000, so it could have made the other list, but you know, technically it's between 1,000 and 1,500. So again, this bike does offer some pretty good value. So Giant is a great bike brand. My first road bike was a Giant. For the money, when you get a Giant, you really do get your money's worth, and it's no different with this bike. The components are great and work flawlessly from what I hear. There's even plenty of clearance, allowing you to fit up to 45C tires. And also the bike features a 2x9 speed Shimano Sora. So guys, overall, these bikes are pretty decent quality gravel bikes under that $15,000 price range. And I did a bit of research to find out, you know, what people were recommending in terms of bikes. And these top 8 bikes were kind of like the, you know, the handful of bikes that were fairly popular and people kind of really enjoyed. So if you guys found this interesting and helpful at all, definitely leave a comment down below and give me a thumbs up. And also make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. I have a plan to film a heap more videos similar to this sort of video. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely hit the subscribe button. But yeah, once again, guys, if you want to read the full, like, in-depth details of the bikes, check out the blog post and also the link to that comparison spec sheet where you can see like the teeth numbers on each bike and compare like how, you know, easy is it going to be to ride each bike up hills, and will you have to change like components and stuff like that. So check that out, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see ya in the next one. Or just in time.